Be sure to watch Sitare every week to catch your favorite star profiles.
आए और गए.
Celebrity interviews. Community events. And more. Right here on Sitare. Welcome to Sitare. I'm your host Kavita. Each week I profile the top stars, bring you the latest and upcoming movies, interviews, community events, and more. Let's get started with today's star profile. Today's star is a British-born pop singer. He's actually a pop icon, one of the best from the UK. He's a singer, a songwriter, a multi-platinum artist, and a music director. Today I'm doing a star profile on
नचांगे सारी रात सोनियो भाई नचांगे सारी रात सोनियो भाई कर लो थोड़ा सा प्यार सोनियो भाई कर लो थोड़ा सा प्यार. How you doing, Kavita?
Good. Nice to have TAZ with me in the
nice
studio.
It's lovely to be here. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you so much for making your way out to the Bay Area, and I heard you had a wonderful performance.
Oh God, it was amazing. Had an amazing night the other night, and you know the fans really showed me their true colors. They're pretty crazy out here, you know. So they had a great time, had a fantastic time with the audience. Amazing.
नचांगे सारी रात सोनियो भाई नचांगे सारी रात सोनियो भाई कर लो थोड़ा सा प्यार सोनियो भाई कर लो थोड़ा सा प्यार कर लो थोड़ा सा प्यार सोनियो भाई कर लो थोड़ा सा प्यार नचांगे सारी रात सोनियो भाई नचांगे सारी रात सोनियो भाई कर लो थोड़ा सा प्यार सोनियो भाई कर लो थोड़ा सा प्यार कर लो थोड़ा सा प्यार सोनियो भाई कर लो थोड़ा सा प्यार
I'm glad you're here, and we get to do a star profile with the artist right here. So let's get started talking about you, TAZ. I know you've been in the industry for many, many years, about 20 years, and you have a lot of staying power. How did you get your start?
I was always, you know, बचपन से music का शौक था. It was always in me. Because I mean, at home, especially you know, at home living with parents who were very strict with the with the kids, with us siblings growing up, and we used to primarily have, you know, we could only speak in Punjabi at home. There was no English allowed, you know, and we grew up with Punjabi folk music, listening to, you know, Jagmohan Kaur, Kuldeep Manak, Muhammad Siddiq, you know, Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan, Gurdas Man, all the whole, you know, the very old, typically old, beautiful folk, Punjabi folk music. So that became, you know, a very big influence on me. And the fact that I kind of really was into the music, it grew and it grew. And then, you know, in the same time, you're being schooled in Western schools, you know, so you have the best of both cultures. Primarily growing up in a very multicultural society where there's a lot of Afro-Caribbeans and Jamaicans and, you know, all kinds of walks of people, walks of life. Listening to a bit of everything, it just made me, it made my, let's say, my creative juices tick, and that's how I got into the music scene in the first place, you know. At a very early age. I mean, I was barely 7, 8 years old when I was really getting into it, you know, getting my teeth into it.
Got to give me some of that ting ting ting. Yeah, pretty girl, I love the way you wind your body. Yeah, pretty girl, I love the way you wind your body. Girl, you know you're looking so super fly when you wind your little body in an Indian style. Do the na 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 ch. Do the na 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 ch. Do the na 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 ch. Do the na 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 ch. Girl, you know you're looking so super fly when you wind your little body in an Indian
what is your real name?
My real name is Tarsem Singh.
Okay.
Sani, and that's my real name. And we get down to the nitty-gritty. I come from a pind called Pathalava,
Okay.
which is in the district of Nawashahar,
Okay.
Punjab. That's my roots, where my parents come from. So yeah, that's where.
And at home you had how many siblings and
I'm the eldest of 6,
Okay.
and
are the rest into music too as well?
no, none of them. I mean, I'm kind of the black sheep in the family. You know, it was. I think that actually, you know, became quite a bit of an issue with my parents. You can imagine. I mean, you know, your parents, they want, you know, do a degree in doctorate. You know, be a doctor, be an architect, do this, do that, do something professional. What are you doing? This is band baja. This is blah blah blah. So, it's to them, it didn't make any sense. You know, and coincidentally, I mean, I was doing my degree. I jacked in my degree. I'm not saying jack in your degree, okay? I'm saying what I did. So, I was so focused and passionate, and had so much conviction in what I wanted to do that it was just paramount importance to me to, you know, to be happy with my life. So I jacked in my degree. I had big problems with my parents. Mums are always mums, so you can always sweeten them up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, mummy laad pyar bahut karti hai na, yeah.
Exactly. So with my dad, he kind of we had a very big, very rocky relationship for a good 5 years. We didn't speak very well, hardly much.
But they could tell that you could sing.
You see, he's a very wealthy, I mean, successful businessman.
Yeah.
So, you know, from their point of view, from his point of view, it's like, you know, this is not a career. This is, what is this? What are you doing? This is, you're wasting your life. The turning point for me in my life, in terms of my relationship with my parents and my family, was when we had our super duper hit with Don't Break My Heart.
ਜਦੋਂ ਦਾ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਵੇਖਿਆ ਮੇਰਾ ਦਿਲ ਤੇਰੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਹਾਏ ਡੁੱਲ ਗਿਆ ਹੁਣ ਤੂੰ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਦੱਸ ਮੈਂ ਕੀ ਕਰਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਤੂੰ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਦੱਸ ਮੈਂ ਕੀ ਕਰਾਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਰਾਤ ਨੀਂਦ ਨਾ ਆਵੇ ਹੋ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਰਾਤ ਨੀਂਦ ਨਾ ਆਵੇ ਤੇ ਤੇਰੇ ਦਿਲ ਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਸਤਾਵੇ ਤੂੰ ਸੁਣ ਲੈ ਸੋਹਣੀਏ ਲਾਲ ਲਾਲ ਬੁੱਲੀਆਂ ਲਾਲ ਲਾਲ ਬੁੱਲੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਗੋਰਾ ਗੋਰਾ ਰੰਗ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਹਾਏ ਨੀ ਸਾਰੇ ਕਰਦੇ ਲਾਲ ਲਾਲ ਬੁੱਲੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਗੋਰਾ ਗੋਰਾ ਰੰਗ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਹਾਏ ਨੀ ਸਾਰੇ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਏ ਨੀ ਗੁੱਸਾ ਪਤਲੋ ਦਾ ਹਾਏ ਵੇ ਗੁੱਸਾ ਪਤਲੋ ਦਾ oh baby don't break my heart cause I've been waiting for a long time.
Wow. Wow, that's quite nice. And you know, you can tell that you're naturally gifted because your voice has a silk quality. That's how I always write about you on Facebook, that TAZ's voice is like silk. It moves like silk.
I'll pay her later for saying that.
No. And you know, there was no auto-tuning here. This was all live. I remember that song when it came out, I've Been Waiting. It was such a smash hit. That whole album was a multi-platinum album, and it was fairly young in your career. I mean, it took you many years to get there, because you know, you're talking about 87 to 96, roughly.
The funny thing is, I mean, I don't know whether a lot of people know it or not, is I've Been Waiting was originally a song, the original song was called La La Bulia, which was actually released on an album of mine, Johnny Z, aka, and that was on Spirits of Rhythm. And that came out, and that became a hit way back in '94. So that song was picked up by Bollywood when it got plagiarized in Bollywood, and
Madhuri,
that's with Madhuri. Film was Mohabbat.
Yes.
That's when, you know, the kind of the world woke up to, you know, this new sound, Stereo Nation, in terms of, in a bigger way, because, you know, as you know, Bollywood is such a huge platform, and that was for me a big blessing. You know, on the one hand, you know, I mean, I was flattered that they copied me, you know, but we used it to our advantage, and it was the fans, ultimately down to the people, the public, who you know, give me the recognition that, you know, oh, it's this guy's song, it's his song, oh, he's, you know, that. And you know, then ever since I never looked back after that.